Yeah, I'm incredibly excited about this festival coming up. Kunstbräu has festival roots. We started our very first events as New Texas Festival, and it was a really special time. We're at 25 years now, which is amazing. And I look back to those festival days where we would have maybe 8-9 concerts in a 3-day period, and it just felt like this family of listeners going from concert to concert. So the spirit of that thing still feels like it's in our Kunstbräu DNA. When we come back to this March Moderns Festival, we have 3 concerts in 7 days, basically, and Tuesday night concert, a Friday night concert, and a Sunday afternoon concert. And the music, I'm terribly excited about it, in large part because the works are so extraordinary. I think when we think about the Tuesday night program, we're calling that Concert Vanguard. We have 6 composers, all who have very strong compositional voices. And for example, 3 of the central pieces for that work come from Andrea Clearfield, Caroline Shaw, who recently won the Pulitzer, and a fantastic Icelandic composer who's really coming on the scene with some powerful works, Anna Thorvaldsdóttir. Caroline Shaw's work and Anna's work are 2 pieces for string quintet and voices. Donald Nally and the Crossing commissioned, in a very large commissioning project, 7 responses to this really masterful cantata by Buxtehude, which basically, in several movements, the Buxtehude cantata is expressing aspects of the suffering of Christ, and we are featuring 2 of them here. I love the work, and it's moving to sing it, and I'm eager for our audiences to know it. At the end of the day, this is a very compassionate work, kind of grounded in empathy and an invitation to sort of know another's suffering. And right at the center of this festival is this premiere of this piece called Songs for Muska. It's the Bates Recital Hall concert on Friday night, and I couldn't be more excited about it. It's 26 movements for a small instrumental ensemble, some native instruments actually, and soloists and speakers from within the choir. I asked a composer in Minneapolis, whose work I really love, Jocelyn Hagan, if she would be open to taking this on very happily for me and for all of us. Now she has done that. I'm holding a book here. This book is called I Am a Beggar of the World. Lendai is from contemporary Afghanistan. Eliza Griswold translated these short folk poems, written and spoken by women on the Afghan-Pakistani border. And it's a broad range of expression from these women, kind of behind their burqas, if you will. They're happy, they're playful, they're joyful, they are sexy, some of them, they're very tender, some of them they're very, very angry and tell really difficult truths about their lives. They make up part of the libretto, and another part of the libretto comes from this book called Load Poems Like Guns, women's poetry from Herat, Afghanistan. Herat, we've learned, has been a real central place for poetry, for writing in very difficult circumstances for these women. So we're all very excited about the musical piece, but also so moved to be a part of this conversation and this learning. We've been in a kind of a 4-year process with the preparation of this piece, and we can't wait to invite an audience in, because this is going to make this circle complete. The sole man in the bunch here is Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith composed a beautiful work. It's called Canticle. I was a part of commissioning that work in Cincinnati a few years ago, and the colors are very, very beautiful. 3 cellos, vibraphone, and chorus and soloists. But even this work holds space for, I want to say, really the divine feminine element. Kyle Smith's Canticle sets the incredibly sensual text, the spiritual canticle of St. John of the Cross. And it's very relational. It feels like, as a closing piece, it holds space for all the things we're talking about here in terms of, balancing the imbalances, being aware of voices of so many, and certainly particularly women who have been not heard. Give that sense of giving voice to the voiceless or the oppressed, and each of the works addresses this in some way too. Yeah, this is an incredibly beautiful time at Kunstbräu. I cannot wait to welcome our listeners to these 3 programs and to be in this journey together, to be in the dialogue together. I really invite all of you to join us for March Moderns. It's a Tuesday night, Friday night, and a Sunday afternoon concert. Thanks for the time you've spent in this conversation.